my name is Chris Sturhan. Welcome to another episode of Drinks from Eddie Muller's Noir Bar. Each week I take a chapter from the book Eddie Muller's Noir Bar, Cocktails Inspired by the World of Film Noir, and I talk about the film in that chapter and I make the drink associated with it. Today we are going to be looking at the film Alias Nick Beal and making the drink Barbados Rum Punch. Now, Alias Nick Beal was released in 1949. It was directed by John Farrow. If that name sounds familiar, he also directed one of my favorite film noir films, The Big Clock. He is also Mia Farrow's father. The current story, Alias Nick Beal, is kind of a retelling of the Faust tale. It stars Thomas Mitchell and Ray Milland. And Ray Milland is pretty much the devil in a tailored suit. Now, you might think we're speaking figuratively here, but we're actually speaking literally. He really is the devil. Thomas Mitchell, he plays a very straightforward district attorney. He plays by the rules. He respects the rule of law, something we definitely need to admire these days. And he is out to get this gangster, and he thinks that he can surprise him and get a search warrant and capture his books, which would give him the evidence to prosecute him. Unfortunately, what happens is the books are burned by the gangster before he gets a chance to get a search warrant in, and he's kind of stuck without being able to prosecute him. That's where Nick Beal, Ray Milland, comes along. He comes along and offers to help him with his little problem. Basically, what happens is Nick Beal recreates the book through some kind of magic. And Thomas Mitchell gets the books and is able to prosecute this gangster. Really good film. I really liked it a lot. It's in a way kind of silly with the devil after this guy's soul, but it really kind of works. In the film, Thomas Mitchell ends up running for governor and becoming elected for governor, but that's when Nick Beal decides he wants payback for the favors he's done him, and that leads to an issue with Thomas Mitchell. He has to either decide, is he going to be bad or is he going to actually go back to being a stand-up guy, which he had been his whole life. The film had a great cast. Thomas Mitchell is absolutely one of my favorite character actors. He makes everything he's in better, and you could put him in a Pepsi commercial and he would make it better. He's just really one of those people that could go into any role, be believable in that role, but also make that role his own, which just works. Ray Milland as the devil character is also very good. He's got the look for it. He's got the dark features and the handsomeness that you would be able to. You would need to be able to trick somebody who has gone through his whole life with a bunch of integrity. And I was trying to think who might be also good at that, and I was thinking, well, Clark Gable, and I don't think Clark Gable would work because Clark Gable, he has his own personality, and I think that would get in the way for him. The film also features Audrey Totter as a prostitute that Ray Milland coerces into helping him in his plan to bring down Thomas Mitchell. Also has George McCready, who is kind of a pastor who runs a halfway house for problem kids, and Thomas Mitchell, even though he's not necessarily religious, supports him because he also believes that you can't just get all the way there by punishing people. You have to kind of help people go toward the good, and that's kind of where George McCready comes in. One of the big problems I always have, well, I like happy endings, and that becomes problematic in the world of film noir because often happy endings either are not destined to be there, and I'm okay with that. If it works, it works. But what often happens is happy endings tend to be tacked on in film noir a lot of the time. That might be the case here, but it was cleverly done. And for me, that makes all the difference in the world. I really love this movie. The way the story resolved, really good job. We're going to be taking a short break now and making the drink Barbados Rum Punch in honor of the Barbados rum that Ray Milland orders at this waterfront bar he first meets Thomas Mitchell in. It's this total dive bar that has that is always shrouded in fog, no matter whenever they go there. It's perfect for this type of thing. So we're going to be making that when we come back. I hope you stick around for that, and I will see you in just a few. And we are back. So we are going to make Barbados Rum Punch. Now this is a shaken drink, so I'm going to load up our shaker with some ice. Okay, and we're going to start with 1.5 ounces of Barbados rum. Eddie recommended Mount Gay. This is actually plantation Barbados rum, and mostly because it's a little bit cheaper. So there we go. Sorry, Eddie. Oh, it smells good though. Okay, so we've got 1.5 ounces of plantation rum. We need 2 ounces of passion fruit juice. Trying to see what it says to shake this. Doesn't seem to, so I'm just going to open it and hope for the best. So we've got 2 ounces of passion fruit juice, and so okay, there's 1 ounce. And 2 ounce, and 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. Oops, 3/4 ounce would be this end. All right, 3/4 ounce of simple syrup, 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, which is the other end. Okay, 1/2 ounce. And we have a dash of Angostura bitters, which, there we go. And it says a pinch of nutmeg. And I don't know whether that was intended to go in on the top afterwards, so I think I'm going to do a pinch in the shaker, and then shake it up, and then do a little pinch on the top. I don't think it'll hurt anything. So, give it a good shake. Okay, and we're gonna, it says a tumbler. I don't really have a good tumbler. It seems like this kind of is dying for some kind of tiki type glass, so I've got a nice large old-fashioned tiki glass, so we're going to load that up with ice and break this open. And once again, I forgot my strainer. Okay. Whoa. There we go. Thought there should be more than that in there. Okay, now that's looking pretty good. It smells really good too. The nutmeg when I was grating up the nutmeg. Don't cheat on the nutmeg on this one, because when I was grating it up, I was like, oh my God, that smells so good. Fresh spices, always a good thing. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to take a little tiny thing and just kind of squeeze it over the top there, get a little bit more nutmeg. Hopefully that doesn't overpower everything. And here we go. We have Barbados Rum Punch. Oh, wow. That is a really good drink. I really like this one. Wow. Oh, it did have a garnish of a lime wheel, so I'm going to put that on after the fact. I can't imagine you getting this drink in the little hole in the wall dive bar on the wharf or whatever, that was always shrouded in fog when they didn't even know they had Barbados rum, period. I can't see them making this type of drink there, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it to go out of character here. Really like this one. This is gonna probably go down as one of my favorite of the Noir Bar book drinks. So, from a booth in the back of that little hole-in-the-wall, fog-enshrouded dive bar that would never make the Barbados rum, we're going to say cheers and have another drink. And I hope you join me next time. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.